Alright, so today I'm going to be discussing, it's not specifically a trick, it's more a supplement, I'd say. I'm going to be teaching you how to make homemade gimmick cards, like some of the ones you can see on the table. And yeah, I'm going to teach you how to home make these properly with pretty much everyday objects. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So what you're going to need for this are just like some cards. I use just spare cards that I have lying around because now that I started Magic, I've got like just 10 decks of spare cards, it seems now, like just loose cards, don't belong to any specific one, so I use these. You're going to need a glue stick, definitely, a flat, heavy object. This isn't really heavy, but it'll do. And if you want to go into something more advanced, like making these, like misprints, as opposed to just like double-siders, double-facers, then you won't need those. But if you want to make the more advanced ones, like the misprints, you'll need either scissors or a pocket knife, really depending on what you want to do. I wouldn't recommend the pocket knife unless you have like something made for scoring cards, but don't worry about that. Just like get yourself like a good pair of scissors that has a blade longer than the, or around the same as the diagonal length of a card. Just that way you can always make a cut. So the first thing you'll need to know how to do is split a card. So we'll use this card as an example. So the way splitting a card works is bicycle cards generally have 3 layers. They've got the face, the back, and a middle layer of sort of like a glue, a thick papery layer. So what you're going to split a card, what you're essentially doing is you're just separating one of those layers. I'd recommend using newer cards for this, but you don't need to. There's several different methods for this, but the one I find most useful, you grip it by a non-pip corner. I repeat, a non-pip corner. So pip, pip, no pip. You pinch it, you rub it just a few times against the table, and you actually put a fair amount of pressure on it. You'll see what that does is that kind of messes up the corner a little bit. You then want to get your thumb in, like that, your nail in, and peel it away. So I'm going to peel away the face on this one. You just want to peel it away very slightly so you get a spread, something like that, so you can get your finger in there. And you'll see this is one layer, if I can focus that. Yeah, this is one layer, while this is 2 layers. And now I know they may look very similar, but you can also feel it. Like this right here is a lot more malleable than like this right here, which is very stiff still. From here, what you're going to want to do, place the card flat down on the table, pull up on the stiff side, so the double layer, place all your splitting face down, put your index finger on this little thing right here. Just give it a small, gentle pull, kind of curling your fingers under it, like that, until you get a little more. Then push your index and middle finger up against it. Keep pulling until you can get 3 fingers in. Pull a little more, 4 fingers in, and so forth. Now be very careful around this corner. You're going to want to pull kind of from this corner, just like that way. But be very careful on the corners because that's where you can mess up. So you'll want to pull, try to keep it in as straight a line as possible. When you get to about here, try to pull a little more to the side to clear this corner because corners are where you're going to rip the card. This is a very thin layer. This will rip very easily. Very easily, so you need to be very careful when doing this. Go like that. Get very close and be very careful in this last corner. Just like that. And you'll see now what you have are 2 pieces. They're bent fairly, but that's fine for now. You have this part, which is the thin 9 of hearts, just face, and the thick back of a card, blue back in this case. So what you can use that for, you can actually use this for a number of things. I've seen some really good ideas. The most basic one I'll teach you today is basically how to make a double facer or double backer, like I have here. So actually, let me grab a red card for this just to demonstrate it. So you're going to want to take another card. You're going to want to split it again, but whatever side you split the first time, you're going to want to split the other side. So because I split the face of the first card, now this time I want to split the back. See, like that. So now I'm peeling away the back side and leaving this on the glue, the way I left this on the glue and peeled this away, if that makes sense. So again, it's the same concept. Just get a little rip there, place it down against, fingers firmly, carefully peel. Yeah, be very careful, because if you rip the card, I mean, you can kind of start at a new corner, which isn't difficult, but the final product won't be as good. So like there you can see I kind of rushed it a little bit, and as a result, my corner tore a little bit. Now, in the end, that really doesn't matter, but same thing. So I guess I'll start by making a double facer. I'm gonna just, because this bends like this, if you just put pressure in the middle, like that, I'm actually just gonna uncap this now. You're gonna want to just, I apply glue all along the four sides, just like that, really quickly. You're gonna then take your loose face, you put the glue on the glue, you line up the top corners, just like that. You push them in, and the glue will help them stick a little bit naturally. Then you push it down like that. So now you've got a weak card. What you're gonna wanna do, that solid, heavy object you had that's flat, you're gonna put it on the table, put that on top of it. You let that sit for like at least 10 minutes, but what I like to do is just put a few presses into it like that, just to really flatten it out. But leave that for a few minutes. In the meantime, I guess I'll make a double backer here. So yeah, just apply glue kind of around the frame of the card, of the thick side. You take the loose side, line up the top corners, and just press down like that. Just kind of like roll it on like that. When you get this, just, you can still slide it around a little bit, so just slide up, make sure it lines up. Once you get that, just kind of flatten it with your fingers. Then, same story, under the heavy object. For something like this, essentially what you're doing is you're splitting the card. You're then taking that split, cutting it in half, and then just pasting it over a regular card. If you really wanted to, I suppose you could split this card as well, so the thickness is the exact same. However, in my experience, I found you don't really need that. It's just, I find, an unnecessary step where you can make a mess up. But if you do it right, you can make some actually pretty nice ones like this. So I have like black on one side, red on the other. Yeah, that's how you split cards, how you put them together. Now, a lot of people will tell you use rubber cement glue instead of a glue stick, though I'm going to be honest, in my experience, a glue stick is just fine. It works. So I don't know if this card splitting method works on all cards. I know it works on every US playing card company thing, and a lot of Theory 11 and Illusionist cards work like this, but if you go for something different, like, let's see, it's just something I have in my, like these are just borderless playing cards. They're not used playing card company, they're Madison dealers. You'll notice these are a lot thinner, so I don't think they'll split the same. So whatever card you have, you should probably just check how thick it is, and from there you can judge if you want to, or how you want to split it. Other cards too, so like, let's see, I don't have any other decks on me, but yeah, different cards will split differently. but anything made by the US Playing Card Company, so like Bicycle or whatever, will all split the same. So yeah, that's just a good thing to know. Yeah, so these, you can see, they're not totally flattened out yet, but the glue is now sticking very well. So what I like to do is just put them together, and because there's paper, if you just put a little pressure in the middle, they'll bend like that. Hold it just like this for like a minute or so, and then they will stick naturally in shape. So yeah, just once you get that down, yeah, you've got some pretty nice gimmick cards. And again, to make something like this, once you split it, just take it, cut that split in half, and post it on any card you like. There you go. You have a new split gimmick card. Yeah, so thank you for watching.